Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is I don't even know what day it is. Day something of quarantine. So I was going to film today, and let me just tell you, my motivation, aka down in the dumps. I decided I was gonna give myself a little bit of a break and do a little quick vlog. If you hear some toys, Logie Bear's playing. The house is a little bit messy. It's honestly not too bad considering we've just been holed up in here a little bit. We are technically not under quarantine just yet, like official quarantine, but we are kind of self-quarantining ourselves. Thankfully, Derek can stay home from work, so he is home. He's actually just out right now doing a call. He wanted to get out for some fresh air. I think I'm gonna take these two out for some fresh air, and of course, Logie Bear. Over there. He's just having the time of his life. Hey, big boy. What you doing? He is drooling big time right now, and he's rolling over on all his toys. Do you need some help? Oh, drooling. Oh, drooling. Woo! Were you laying on Sophie the giraffe? Cutie. So it's about 1 in the afternoon right now. We actually have some pretty good weather outside. Thankfully, it's pretty sunny out, which helps. We had a couple of gloomy days, and just being holed up in here with gloomy days is kind of depressing, I'm not gonna lie. We have no real schedule or anything that we're playing off of, just because we don't need to homeschool, obviously. He's doing just fine. I just wanted to show you guys kind of what like our day in the life of being self-quarantined is, and we'll see how that goes. This morning, I heard from a bunch of Instagram bloggers that I follow that Utah had an earthquake. We're hoping that everyone is a-okay. I'm sure that was pretty scary, but we've just been praying a lot over here and just praying for a hedge of protection and yes, and for health and safety. And we're just keeping our eye on the good things over here. We get a lot of time together. Yes, and usually Daddy's home too, which is so nice. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Big boy. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, big boy. He's been climbing up on things and pulling up on things like that lately. So crazy. Huh, so crazy. Oh, look at that drool. Look at that drool. Cutie. So I'm sitting on this like fleece blanket that you can see right here. Well, it's actually not a fleece blanket. It is an air bed. We have been sleeping on an air bed, and Derek's been sleeping on the couch. I've been sleeping on the air bed for like 4 days now or something. We are trying to sleep train Logie Bear just a little bit. I'm not cutting out all of his night feedings. I feel like he still needs them just because he is so distracted while eating during the day. So I still want to make sure he gets in a good amount of milk during the nighttime, at least until he's a year old, and then we'll reevaluate. But what the experts all say is that if you're in a 1 bedroom and if baby has to stay in your bedroom, to leave baby in the bedroom while you're sleep training, and then the parents remove themselves during the sleep training. So that's why we have kept ourselves downstairs, huh? Yes, we have kept ourselves downstairs. Hi, I love you. I love you. So hopefully you guys enjoy getting a little look into our day. But honestly, I love making these little vlogs too, just so we can remember how our days go. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? I do need to clean up from Logie Bear's lunch. I've got his little tray right there that I need to clean up. He just finished lunch. I wanted to show you guys what I have going on for dinner. We are a day late and $1 short with this beef stew. I was gonna make it for St. Patrick's Day, but that's a-okay. I didn't have anything defrosted. I totally forgot. But this is a great recipe, and if you guys want to see it on my channel, let me know if you guys are interested in the recipe. It's just still simmering. It's got a couple of hours left, and then I need to get this place a little bit cleaned up. I've been looking at a Lucky Charms box over here for a couple days now, bub. What are you looking at? You looking at your brother and sissy? So in order to properly wear out this little one down here, I've been making sure he's getting a lot of floor time, a lot of interaction. He's getting a lot of independent play with his own toys, as well as like stimulating play from both of us. And the way I'm like talking kind of makes it sound like we're very strict on this stuff. We're not, but it is hard when we can't go out to like stores and things like that. There's just not much interaction from other people in the world. It's like less stimulation, right? So I want to make sure he's getting nice and worn out here at home. So we've been playing a lot on our little mat over there. That's why we've got so many toys out. He's just crawling around. We've put up a bunch of gates. If he wasn't still in the stage of putting a bunch of things into his mouth and not knowing any better, then I would definitely do some sensory bins. I've seen some great ones on Instagram as well as Pinterest, but right now, he's just still very curious and putting everything into his mouth, so I don't want to do that. Oh my gosh, and look who's at my feet. Hello, sir. Hi. You can see this baby gate is working well. Hey, you. Hey, you. No, no, no. Are you trying to get into the water? Yeah. All right, well, I had showed you that I was going to try and clean it. Move this back. That's where Derek has been sitting for his work from home days. These are all our outdoor jackets. You guys, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting overwhelmed by the mess. I can usually keep this place pretty cleaned up, but with us being kind of holed up in here, like I said, it's like not too bad. Like that plate over there is bacon for our dinner and stuff like that. Like it's not, I was using that to stir. I don't know. It's not that it's that bad, but when I go to clean it up and then I'm like, I get overwhelmed by how much there is and how I usually keep it very clean. And I'm just trying to overlook it, but guys, it's really hard. So if you're struggling with that too, no, you are not alone. Just needed to get out for a little walk, huh? Just need a little time outside and it feels so much better. I don't feel so overwhelmed anymore. Got a few things cleaned up inside on the way out the door so that when I come back I don't feel super stressed out either. But honestly, overall, we're doing pretty dang good. Well, Derek just came home. Look at them. They're obsessed. So as quickly as Derek came home, he left with the Poogers and he's going to take them on a little walk. I just put Logan down for a nap. He desperately needed a nap. He was getting so tired. So I think I'm going to make myself a smoothie bowl. I haven't decided what kind yet, but it always contains like some granola and crunchy stuff and all the yummy stuff on top. So I'll show you how I make it. So I always like to freeze bananas like this. I actually have some bananas that are ready to be frozen like this, so I need to stock up on more. We're just gonna pour these in. I might use like maybe half. And then I get this at Costco, the organic berry burst. You can get any of their frozen fruit. I tend to stick with the organic stuff. It's actually a pretty good deal at Costco. And we're just gonna pour some of this in. All of this is measured by eye. I don't like measure anything out. And yeah, that's my freezer open. I'm about to put this away, but everything is measured by eye. It's kind of a trial and error with these smoothie bowls just to get them super thick. My tips and tricks are to use as much frozen stuff as possible. You can even freeze like oat milk into ice cubes and use that as your liquid, and to have a really high powered blender. If you don't have a high powered blender, I'm so sorry, but they're just not going to turn out the same as like a thick smoothie bowl that you're probably wanting. I'm just putting everything back in my freezer now. I used a half of a banana and some berries, just kind of eyeballed it. Then I am going to pour in some of my liquid. I am just going to use some cold filtered water from our fridge. So the trick is to use the least amount of liquid as you can. That's where the liquid comes up to. I don't ever measure it, but just showing you for reference. And then I'll pop the top on and we will get to blend in this bad boy. It's just still very chunky. You can see just a little bit of liquid in there, but it's not moving around the blender anymore. So I just like to take a little rubber spatula thing and you just keep pushing it down, not necessarily adding more liquid. I probably will add just a little more because I added less than I usually do, but you really want to add like the least amount of liquid as possible to make this super thick. And that's why a high powered blender comes in handy. because what I like to do is start off on the lowest setting for a couple of seconds, get it kind of chopped up rough, and then I like to go up in speed and get it real thick and creamy. Here are the toppings I put on mine. Even when I try to be a food blogger, you guys, it does not come out well. But guess what? This tastes bomb. This is some Love Crunch granola right here. I've got coconut, I've got some sunflower butter, some cashews, some kiwi, and some mini chocolate chip. Gotta be honest, a lot of that was what I had in the fridge or waiting to be used, things like that, or just whatever looked good. But I always add peanut butter and chocolate because I love it. It doesn't always have to be pretty, it doesn't have to make sense, but this is going to nourish my body. And I'm gonna feel really good after I eat it. Win-win. And my kitchen's pretty clean. We're just gonna shut the light off and pretend we don't see the rest of the stuff in there. So I finished my smoothie bowl. Logie Bear woke up. Derek's home from the walk with the Poogers. 4:15. So dinner will be ready in 45 minutes. It's actually already ready. It's sitting on the stove. Thickening right now. It's gonna be so good. I'm just deciding if I wanna put it over gluten-free noodles or rice. Hey, sugar. You love that? Yeah, is it helping? I think I might get him some teething oil too. I've heard good things about the Welleman's teething oil. Hey. Handsome boy. Handsome boy.
Oh no, is your head too big?
Oh no.
His head is too big.
Oh no. Oh no. Derek is dressing him up as the Pope. We're gonna go for a walk. Booty. Hey. Hey, you. Look at me. Hey, you. Hey. Cutie. So this is how the soup turned out, or stew, whatever you want to call it. The meat is so tender. Look at that. So I put some rice down, more for Derek, a little bit less for me. And then I put a bunch of fresh spinach for myself. And then I had some pre-roasted veggies that I just heated up in the microwave just really quickly. And I'm gonna put that down on mine. And then I'm gonna top mine with the stew. It'll kind of wilt the spinach. And then Derek will just get the stew because that's all he wants. And Coley likes Brussels sprouts. So this is what Logie Bear's eating, some of the meat. We've got some onions over there, mango and kiwi I already had cut up, and then some roasted vegetables and roasted potatoes that I already had. Bacon goes on top of this stew. You can also put the bacon in it, but Derek really likes the crunch on top, and I have to admit, I like it too. These are our meals. Yum. That was our day in the life of being quarantined. I might do a few more of these and maybe just get a little more elaborate on them, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat dinner with my little family, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. We got a little binky. Cute. Using it as a teething toy, huh? I just think you're so cute with a little binky in. You never use a binky. Oh, he's well on his way to you, Daddy. He closed the kitchen gate. Does that make you sad? Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.